Gemini, welcome to May 2017. Now there's a powerful reconnection going on with you this month. That's because your ruling planet, Mercury, moves direct on May 3rd. Yay! This is good news. So you can feel like you're being reconnected, the inner being to the outer being, your heart to your head is all coming together now and working as one powerful force, and that is good news. You may even feel like you're on the edge of success, that new beginnings are appearing in your life. New opportunities are right on the horizon, promising new beginnings. And that's good news too. So it's your capacity to communicate and articulate what you want and what you need that returns. And that is excellent news. So Venus is direct, Mercury is direct, Mars is direct, and Mars is in Gemini, giving you a lot of power, strength, energy, focus, determination to go after what you want. And that's good news too. So you're going to be feeling better here in May. Things are getting better. Things are perhaps getting easier, or just clarity is beginning to show itself in your life. You're beginning to see where things are going, and that's positive. Now, the North Node enters Leo on May 10th until November 6, 2018. Leo is 3 signs from you. So Leo rules and brings the action to communication. And you are the gods and goddesses of communication. You are the royalty of communication. So having the North Node here for the next 18 months is about being the leader in your communication, taking on more of a leadership role, and in any way that your heart's desire says to do it, right? It's going to be unique for each individual. It could be writing, it could be speaking, it could be teaching, it could be traveling, it could be all of the above. The way that you do it is unique to each person, and it is about, stepping into that leadership role and demonstrating your knowledge, your insight, your gifts to the world. Very exciting, wonderful. And you're going to have the next 18 months to work that out, to work on how you want to do this. The Scorpio full moon brings the action to work. How you work, your work habits, your health habits, your psychological diet, how you feed yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, your lifestyle. Sun in Taurus, 12 signs from you. That brings the action to behind the scenes. So this full moon is bringing to your conscious awareness that life-work balance, how important it is to be living your best life, what it takes to live your best life, which is strong health, clarity, direction, and with the Sun in Taurus, what do you need to finish? What needs to be complete? Powerful Pluto and Neptune are in harmonious energy flow with the moon. Neptune is trining the moon, Pluto is sextile the Scorpio moon, and trining the sun. So there is this healing energy in here for you, and it is wonderful. So there's this wonderful healing energy going on, and it's a transformational energy, of course, because Pluto's involved. Pluto is death and rebirth, and he is in that area of completions and endings. And so there could be some sort of completion here for you in something you've been doing. Maybe, the work, how you're doing the work, you could be changing that. You could be changing maybe a lifestyle change, maybe a dietary change, or you're working out differently. That's muscle. And so there could be some sort of completion here with you at the full moon that's speaking to a lifestyle change and something that's done for you that you don't need to be doing anymore, right? Because this is a cycle of new beginnings for you. The sun is going to enter Gemini on the 20th, and you have your new moon on the 25th. Happy birthday. And so this is a time at the Scorpio, the first few weeks of the month, is to finish things up, complete things. Take a look at your health and your diet routine. Is there something you need to change? Even if we're really young, it's good to be looking at how you're feeding the body so that the habits you develop young can carry you through the rest of your life because you are paying attention to the body. The body is the messenger. What does your body need from you at the time of the full moon in Scorpio? It will be brought to your attention as to what it is you need and what you can change so that you are living your best life, feeling your best, at your best. Neptune is in harmonious energy flow with this full moon for you. There could be a nice change at work too that you find helpful. There could be some sort of change that happens at work for you that brings in a new opportunity. I like that. Now, there is another theme happening here in May. It has been going on for a while. It is the Jupiter-Pluto square. And I talked about this at the Libra full moon that happened in April. And that is the powerful T-square that's going on between Jupiter in Libra, Pluto in Capricorn, and at the Scorpio full moon and the Gemini new moon, Venus is in Aries, asteroid Pallas Athena, the goddess of wisdom, truth, and she's also the supreme military leader in Aries, and Uranus is in Aries, T-squaring Jupiter and Pluto. So there's this escalating dissatisfaction that's been going on the planet, and as well as the power struggles that have been going on between the status quo and the rights of the individual. So human rights, individual rights, and we are going to see in May women's rights be front and center with Lady Master Venus and Pallas Athena involved in the powerful T-square. Jupiter in Libra is about justice, fairness, balance, and many people are feeling that it's not just, it's not fair, and so they're acting out in negative ways. Some are acting out violently, and that is because Pluto, who is the Lord of Hell, and can, bring out that energy in folks where they feel righteous, that they can, hate a certain group or act out in a certain way, be hateful and violent and ruthless. And this can bring out ruthless behavior in some people. And so I'm bringing it to our attention here in May so that you are living your best life, taking care of you, and staying out of this negative energy. This kind of hateful energy of, feeding people to the lions for entertainment, it's been going on since the Roman days. What's happening is the light is oncoming, and the light is flushing out the darkness that's been hiding. And so it's not that there's more darkness, actually it's the opposite. It's that the light is flushing it out because we are in higher dimension now, higher frequency. And how do you know that? The old ways, you can't do it the old ways anymore. The old ways of doing things aren't working. And so you want to make sure that you're getting your needs met and that you're not acting out in negative ways because you have a need that's not being met. And this is what some people are choosing to do. It's the primal urges, those basic urges, food, shelter, sex, whatever is being flushed out into the open. and people are raging. And so you want to stay out of that energy and focused on your best life. You can't be in the light and live your best life and do your best work if you're angry all the time and attacking others who don't agree with you. That's the old energy. That's the old energy that's going away. And so there's so much positive energy in here for you, Gemini, this month. So I want you to stay focused on what's right for you. Now, the Pallas, Athena, and Venus, and Uranus, they're in the area of your goals and your hopes and wishes, sudden opportunities, sudden breakthroughs. Jupiter is in your sister sign, Libra, in the area of self-confidence, creative power. And so for you, you can be tapping into tremendous creative power at this time and tapping into clarifying what goals you want to focus on now. So you want to be using your creative potential and power to achieve success, achieve your goals, have good things in your life. You don't want to get caught up in the negativity and the negative rhetoric that is being outplayed in the news media, on the internet, Facebook, and so on. Navigate through that. Go around it. Go over it, right? Don't try to go through it, because it is very nasty. And that's the Pluto energy, where people feel justified because for whatever reason, whatever needs not being met, that they can be hateful and attack everyone else. And so this energy is going to be really strong here in May. Given the astrology, it's not about you. You have a lovely Gemini new moon that doesn't have any challenging aspects to it. I mean, as the moon moves off and then the sun moves off on the 25th, they will have to confront Neptune, you know, which can cause, and as you know, you've been working with this energy for a while, you know, it can cause, you know, confusion and fantasy, where we just want to be in the fantasy. Not such a bad idea. But it's not even, you know, on at the time of the new moon. At the time of the new moon, you have a beautiful sun and moon coupled together in Gemini at about 5 degrees Gemini. And as they separate, they're going to trine positive energy flow with Jupiter. So your new moon is fantastic, and it's uplifting and enthusiastic, and it's positive. It's that the other story that's going on is, you know, very challenging, because the Jupiter-Pluto has some folks very righteous, and, you know, like the Ku Klux Klan and these hate groups that are just like, they are, you know, determined to spew their dogma and behavior on the rest of us. And then you've got, you know, Aries, which is about the individual, saying, hey, I have rights, government, I have rights, corporations. And then the ladies, you have women's rights coming to the forefront. And so you have people that are, you know, speaking their truth and standing for themselves, and that's totally right on, right? I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. It's just that how we go about it makes a world of difference. And, you know, it's been a challenging time for Geminis. The mutable signs, you've had to deal with Saturn and then Neptune. And so, you know, think about what you want this year. You're coming into your birthday cycle on the 25th, and you're setting your intention for the next solar year. And so this is your new moon, and it's a lovely new moon. And you want to think about what you want to create over the next solar year. And do you really want to be caught up in the negativity and the ugliness that some people are into? And so, you know, I recommend staying in your creative power and focusing on what's right for you. Because when you focus on what's right for you and you're in the light, you're spreading the light. And you can't be spreading the light and spreading the love if you're over there in all that hate. And so do what's right for you and be your best self, which will be, you know, determine how you feel each day. get your needs met. It's really important to be looking at what are your needs? What do you need right now? How are you going about getting those needs met? I have fabulous coaching tools on my website. I have wonderful programs I've created, and they're there for you. And you can use these programs to attract what you want and have more of what you want. And when you do that, then you're ready for opportunity. You're ready for the new energy that's here. And it is fifth dimensional energy that we're in. Yet we can't do it the old way. We need to be open. We need to be willing to change. We need to be willing to be in new dynamics. And one of the gifts of Gemini is your flexibility and adaptability. So you have the strength to change with the energy and move with the energy and try a new approach and bring that fabulous Gemini energy to the planet. Now, there is a lot of good news here too. Mercury is moving forward. Mercury enters Taurus on the 16th, so it's getting closer to you and will be with you next month. And Saturn is trining, harmonious energy flow with Uranus. And this is good news. Now, this has been going on since December. And that is about marrying the old with the new to create lasting success. So Saturn and Uranus in this positive energy flow, and it's exact the 19th through the 25th, which means it's exact in your new moon chart, and which will be in all of your solar return charts for every Gemini watching this right now. And that's good news too, in your lunar return charts. And for those of you, and these videos that I do, they're for everyone with your Sun in Gemini, Moon in Gemini, Rising Gemini, or strong Gemini influence in your natal birth chart. There's something here for you. And so Saturn in positive energy flow with Uranus through the 19th through the 25th is the way out from this nasty Pluto stuff that is being activated by the Jupiter and the T-square with our friends over here in Aries. And so, you know, it's on at your new moon. It's on at the full moon. It was on at the Libra full moon in April. So it's on in April and May. And so, you know, Aries sextiles Gemini. So it is stimulating for you. Jupiter trines you. And, you know, Pluto is not aspecting you. I mean, it is making an inconjunct, but it's a minor aspect. But still, you're still having to navigate these energies with other people, you know. And so if people are being negative or they're being, you know, hateful, you want to stay away from that, because that's not the love vibration. That's not the fifth dimension that we're in. That's not the higher energy. It's the old energy. Old. And so you want to be in the new energy, because that's where the prosperity is. The new energy is where the abundance is, and the opportunities, and the love. And so, you know, go around it and focus on what is working in your life. With the Taurus, with the Mercury in Taurus on May 16th, you know, you may be thinking about prosperity. You may be thinking about, well, what is it that I love and value? What is it that I want in my life? And that's where you want to be. Don't be distracted by the news. Don't be distracted by what other people are doing. Focus on what matters to you. Focus on what's going to get you to the next level. What's going to get you to that place of prosperity. What's going to get you to that place of empowerment, of living your best life. That's where you want to go. And you want to use these energies to do that. And so, with the focus in Aries here, so strong in May, what is it that you want to achieve this year? What is it that you want to accomplish? Are there new goals for you? Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of what's not working for you anymore. This is a big message for all of us, is to not do it in the old way. We're in the new energy, which means we need to do it in a new way. We need to find new ways to do what we've been doing. And it's important because the Venus T-square with the Jupiter-Pluto is exact the 19th through the 25th as well. And that means it's on at the fabulous Gemini new moon on the 25th. Remember, your goal is to live your best life. What are you doing to support that goal? And don't get distracted by the negativity. Don't get distracted by the negativity of others. Get your needs met. Is there some need that feels urgent right now, that needs your attention? That's where you want to be focused, is taking care of what you need, building a strong foundation so that you are achieving what you want and saying yes to the new opportunities that are now in your life. Say yes to the new beginnings. Say yes to the new ideas. See, the Uranus in the Aries energy is all about new thinking, taking a new approach to what we're doing, taking a new approach to life, and being innovative, being creative, experimenting, trying new things. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't, but you won't know unless you try. Now, Mars is going to oppose Saturn on the 29th. And so if you're feeling frustrated right around that time period, know that it'll pass. It is a transit. It's not permanent. Mars is the gas pedal, Saturn is the brakes. When Saturn puts the kibosh on something, it is for your highest good. It's not to frustrate you. Although, you know, having Mars in your own sign, you want to go, you want to make things happen. And then Saturn comes along and says, no, you're not going. No, you're going to stay right here. You know, and so if there is maybe a little battle going on there between you and a partner, you know, be aware, right? Because Mars is our ego. And so you could feel like, you know, someone is getting in your way and holding you back, you know, on the 29th. So be aware of that. It's just a transit. Mars will move past Saturn and you'll be on your way again. But he could be saving you. You know what I mean? It's like you're driving down the road and then, you know, you get this message that says, slow down, you know, and make sure you stop at that stop sign. And then you go around the corner and you see that there was a police car hiding, getting people who have been running through the stop sign, right? So it's like, whoa, I'm glad I listened to Saturn. So if Saturn's telling you to slow down or take it slow, don't be in a hurry, he's telling you that for your own good, for what you need to do. If there's some sort of confrontation happening that day with you, you know, listen to the needs of others. But again, if people are just being negative, you know, what's that saying? Run away and so you can live to love another day. That's my motto. I'm going to run away to live so I can live to love another day. It's, you know, it's like there's no reasoning with crazy. And if people are acting out in crazy ways, there's no reasoning with it. There's no changing their minds. And so let it go and go around it, flow around it, move around it. You're versatile, you're adaptable, you have the skills and tools to do it so that you are focused on your goals, focused on where you want to be, and enjoying your new moon, ready for your new beginnings that are coming in here for you. And it's got wonderful new ideas for you. It has promising new beginnings. There's an upsurge in your creative power, your creativity, your self-confidence. And so you want to be focused on the good. You want to be focused on the good things that are happening, not distracted by the negativity that will be out there. So for those of you open for love, it's on. I mean, you have Jupiter all year in that area of true love, romance, and sex. So why not? And love can happen anywhere, anytime. So be open. You could meet someone through a group you belong to. You could meet someone while you're out. You could meet someone online. You could meet someone in a coffee shop. It can happen wherever you live and communicate. It can also be where maybe you're, in the online, you're doing the Match.com or something. Nothing wrong with that, why not put yourself out there so that you can meet someone new and have fun and live your best life. For those of you coupled, that's a good energy. It's a good energy for the romance and bringing the romance into the relationship, doing things maybe different so there's more creative fun happening, right? The old way is not going to work anymore. It's about doing it in the new way. Just watch out for the 29th, because that could be a time where you could get into a conflict with your partner and, some sort of power struggle. And so you don't want to say things that later you regret saying. Be aware of that. And then you just ride the wave, get around it, move to smoother waters. And that's what it's all about. How is your money? You've got a lot of planets in the area of the money you make from the business you own or the money you make from the company you work for. So, there's a lot happening there. And, on the one hand, it can be bringing, new opportunity for you. There could be like a new alliance. There could be new potential, new prosperity coming to you through the work that you do or the business that you own. Because there's a lot of activity going on there, and you have Venus, the goddess of prosperity and abundance. She's there now, so she can be bringing you more money and opportunity through the business you own or the work that you do. And, that is really good news too. So the money does look good here for Gemini in May. And that's another reason why you want to stay focused on your goals and the new opportunities that are coming into your life and not distracted by the negativity of others. Spiritually, is, the Scorpio full moon, the Taurus cycle, that is about, meditating, healing you, loving you, being there for you, doing nice things for you, finishing things up so that you have more time for you and you're getting ready for your new cycle, as well as what are you doing to empower your health? Do what empowers your health. Maybe it's a new routine. Maybe it's a new diet. Maybe there's something new that you're doing that is making you feel really strong in your body. And that is the key to success. Your wealth is in your health. The better you feel, the more you can do. The more you do, the more you attract. And it is all about that. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my videos. Gemini, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. So until next time, Gemini, say yes to new opportunities that are now in your life.